and captured from multiple angles. Before anyone could hit erase, a copy had already been leaked to a certain suspicious Instagram gossip page that rhymes with ephemeral. The internet did more than simply react when the hashtag Remy audio went viral on Twitter. Creators of TikTok started acting out the incident, and one person even remixed the video by adding Remy's previous lyrics. Fans weren't the only ones who noticed, though. There was a panic among the showrunners. As if he had just seen her cheat once more, Papoose chilly exited the building while the judges were whispering. He didn't even take his automobile, according to several. Rather, he silently strolled for streets before phoning an Uber to return to the studio. The choice was taken swiftly. After watching the video for 20 minutes, the producers convened an urgent conference with the legal team and determined that Remy Ma needed to be disqualified. However, they made her sign a release, packed up her dressing area, and let her out as though she were attempting to attend the Grammys without a pass because they couldn't handle it calmly. The audience's ignorance of what was taking place was even more shocking. As if nothing had happened, they kept cheering during commercial breaks. Security was pulling Remy aside backstage as he persisted in saying it was just a vitamin supplement. Vitamin, buayu don't perspire like that when you see the raw video, not the security film. But the behind-the-scenes camera footage that showed Remy being informed she was disqualified was leaked just as we thought the tale had reached its climax. She had a gorgeous face. Wait, are you all serious? She asked after tinkering with her wig for a moment. Really, girl? Like a freestyle Papoose, actually. The video received millions of views in a matter of hours. Room reinforced it on Twitter. Wendy Williams as well, who was issued a hazy iPhone answer from her couch while she was still off air, saying, "Now this is a hot topic." Fans outside the venue began to jeer as Remy left the building with two bodyguards, giving the appearance that she had just lost a custody battle. As one admirer stated, "You were real once. You're just so embarrassing right now, but there's more." As if the drama wasn't enough for one night, a member of the glam crew shared a screenshot of a group chat in which Remy allegedly acknowledged using drugs to unwind. Does anything else have the ability to calm you down? A therapist or a cup of chamomile tea? Remember, Mackie has been taken out of her role as Mike Drop's guest judge as a result of a contract violation and inappropriate conduct. A few hours later, the producers released a statement. "We wish her luck in everything she does in the future. Upcoming initiatives. Given the state of social media and PR team's operations, it's probable that CIS is attempting to appear in court at this time." Funko Pop idea of her clutching a Ziploc bag while wearing a robe. In the meantime, YouTubers are posting explanatory videos while the gossip blogs are devouring them. Her body language is being examined by podcasts as if it were a CIA briefing. Additionally, phony insiders are requesting pages while feigning to have been there in the room when she face-placed inside the vanity. Even Wendy Williams, who hasn't been seen on television in more than a year, has returned in some way with the Remy Ma's YouTube Hot Tea program. Now that she didn't just lose a judging job, the question isn't whether Remy Ma made a mistake, but rather how many bags she fumbled in 36 hours. She lost a potential guest appearance on Powerbook vs. Brooklyn Heat, an impending podcast series with VH1 called Still Standing Ironic, and her anticipated endorsement deal with Fashion Nova Men. No, everything is gone. As simple as that. You know what else is on the horizon? Yes. Inquiries. Because you don't get fired when you humiliate a multi-million-dollar network on live television. They look into reports of an insider, potential police participation, and the next alleged legal action. More content is being leaked by the show. Here we are, then. Once hailed as a lyrical powerhouse, Remy Ma is now the focus of murmurs in group chats, public relations war rooms, and legal offices. What did she do? According to people close to the Mic Drop production, the network has attorneys reviewing every single provision of her contract. Can you guess what they discovered? A brief sentence in the tiny print reads, "If a judge commits public misconduct and lawful activities, or conduct that harms their brand, they are held accountable for damages, in addition to being fired. In other words, rather than the other way around, Remy might owe them money. One of the soundmen apparently had to take a week off since he stated that the sniffing echo was still audible in his nightmares. A $1.40 for $1 million lawsuit alleging breach of contract, damage to the panel and crew's reputation, and mental distress is also being prepared by those attorneys. However, authorities are allegedly now involved per a tip that was posted to the Bootsgain blog for internal compliance with local rules pertaining to substance usage in the workplace. The studio had to supply the raw security footage. Nobody has been taken into custody as of yet, but let's just say that she might be placed in handcuffs if she returns to that county. There's also no longer any public trust, praising her in the past for surviving both prison motherhood and the rap game. These days, Remy's fans post old videos of her along with comments like, "Damn, we really thought she was going to be the one to stay clean. I stood by her during the cheating incident and when she cheated on Mickey, but now that I'm Papoose Crickets, I'm at my wit's end." The Remy and Pap fairy tale is collapsing faster than her endorsement deals, one admirer even wrote in a tweet. Several sources also suggested that he is collaborating with his Groupon, and in addition to making an official statement and keeping quiet to protect their daughter, he has been seen out in New York City sans his wedding band, appearing to have just paid for both a divorce attorney and Uber Eats therapy on the same day. The cancellation of Remy's hairline partnership with Lace Gods and a suspected campaign with NYX Cosmetics, in which a NYX representative allegedly said, "We can't promote bold brows and bold behavior at the same time," are two examples of those. Sponsors, better is what our audience deserves. In addition, there were deliveries that were canceled. It has been said, in fact, that Remy was documenting a series of behind-the-scenes redemption arcs that follow her growth, decline, and ascent. Reminisce is the series' working title. I still got it. Additionally, the entire film is presently collecting dust in an editing bay next to Ya Rule's coverage of Coachella. Do you recall the public opinion court case involving The Breakfast Club? Charlemagne maintained that she should have avoided the microphone and instead employed mindfulness exercises. "This is why we don't let everyone redeem themselves," said DJ Envy. "It's not necessary for some people to return. A time machine is what they need." Yuri Angela stated in a tweet. Another blurry footage was shared by Wendy Williams, who murmured, "Remy Ma's career is on life support. Take out the plug." Meanwhile, there are some soulless online memes. "You've been sentenced to your own mess," said one meme. It showed Remy working behind a judge's desk. Papoose was photoshopped into the early leave from work meme in another, holding a bed that said respectfully. Even fake trailers for Netflix originals like Remy Ma and The Final Snip were posted on YouTube. The harm has been done. What is Remy doing, too? She remained silent throughout all of this, releasing no stories, tweets, or anything else until she ultimately broke it. A white text on a black screen, "Sometimes you fall, but don't stay there, girl," reads the Instagram tale. Meanwhile, a petition to get Remy back on the mic drop has been begun, and some fans are clinging to the free Remy crowd. The majority of the 834 signatures on it are anonymous. She was the most honest judge they had, according to one comment. "She wasn't as false as them, at least." Indeed, okay, but that doesn't mean you should appear on camera with a calendar full of regrets and apologies while fans argue in your presence. You should continue writing for Twitter, comment sections, and reminiscences. This sector has already found a replacement for her. According to rumors, it's Remy Megan Thee Stallions, former vocal coach and someone who doesn't use powder to stay energized. According to reports, yes, by your own husband. There has been a public outcry over surround sound. However, it's possible that you believe the industry set her up, that the video wasn't what it appeared to be, or that Pat, you ought to have supported her rather than leaving like it was the soap opera finale. We want to know if Remy was at fault or if this was put up to allow her to go back or take a vacation. More significantly, did you expect her to do this? Kindly inform us in these, since the next controversy in this sector happened more quickly than Remy Ma's representative did. The story is far from over, so please leave a remark below. In case you're still in shock, hit the like button. If you would want to receive updates before the blogs do, click the subscribe button. The truth twists, the tea burns, and no one gets away in this gossip spill vibe.